My name is Sergio Malarin. I studied history at University of Maryland and graduated in 2013. I actually became interested in entrepreneurship at University of Maryland while I was studying history. I took a job at Thompson Creek Window Company. They were actually on campus at a Stamp Student Union recruiting, and I ended up taking a job there as a canvasser. So I would basically generate leads for the sales team. Yeah, that's really what got me interested in business, entrepreneurship, management, sales. Um, and it came actually as a direct result, excuse me, of me just like needing a job. I used to work for the copy center at the Armory at University of Maryland, and just realized, that wasn't cutting it in terms of paying my bills. And that's really translated over into the business. The catalyst for me starting Mobtown Fermentation was actually a speech I heard from one of the high ups at the company I was working at the time. And in this speech, the owner of the company um, was asked pretty somewhat inappropriately, but was asked by one of the canvassers in the company as a joke what their next car purchase was, because the owner liked fancy cars and had a Lamborghini and a Porsche and a Ferrari. And one of the guys asked him as a joke what his next car purchase was going to be when he opened up the floor to questions. And he didn't know how to answer and just started stammering, and then just kind of went back into his rah-rah speech to us. And it just something that rang really hollow there for me. I was like, am I really going to spend, at this point, I'd been working at that company for several years and was climbing the ranks. Had received a management position shortly after graduating from University of Maryland. And for me, it was just this moment where I thought to myself, do I want to spend my energy, my life, my my creativity? Do I want all this to go into making this guy more money so he can buy another car? And the answer very quickly was, no, I don't want to. I want to work for myself. So Mobtown Fermentation is a Baltimore-based kombucha brewery. We also make Icaro yerba mate tea, which is a sparkling yerba mate drink. It's a South American tea that's caffeinated. And then also we have a distribution concept called This Fridge Gives, which is a exclusively cause-driven drinks distribution to the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. We started in 2015. I'm one of the co-founders, and my role in the company is largely sales. But recently with COVID, my role has also included account management. We lost a ton of clients when COVID hit. We actually lost over half of our portfolio of clients. And we really built the business on independently owned local, breweries, bars, cafes, restaurants, grocery stores. The one thing I wish I'd known beforehand was how to talk to banks, how to talk to investors, how to talk to banks. That's definitely been Sid's my fellow co-founder Sid. It's been his wheelhouse, but it's an area where we really struggled, especially as young guys. We started this, I was 23 or 24, and it was very difficult to get any kind of loan, any kind of funding. And over the years, we've learned really what banks are looking for, what lenders in general are looking for. I would say that would have been the most crucial aspect, because cash flow and money has been, I would say, probably the biggest challenge throughout the course of the business, maybe notwithstanding COVID. My degree in history in University of Maryland has played a huge role in my understanding of the world, in my understanding of my place within the world. And that's what really led to me starting a business. And a lot of that was just due to my reading and just studying events in history, and being able to then use them and kind of transpose those ideas and use them as kind of like analogies where I would have a point of reference. If I came across something in the business that was totally alien to me, I could at least kind of dig back into my memory and find stories or anecdotes within what I'd learned at University of Maryland in history, that I could at least use as kind of like a roadmap to navigate those. Obviously, the role that the Terp Entrepreneur Network and Terp Business is playing now is fantastic and is a huge part of just tying us to University of Maryland with me being an alumni, and just having our business. It's another way for us to not only be local and have people, make the connection that we're local, but it's been a great way to meet other Terp entrepreneurs,